Alright guys, so top 10 things I should discuss with you regarding dating or being in a long distance relationship with a Filipina. Number 10, don't ever lie to her. She's gonna find out whether you're lying or not, no matter what. So you guys think, hey, I could do whatever I want. Well, that's not the case. If you guys video call or talk on Messenger, one way or another, she'll get to the bottom of things. And let me tell you, Filipinos, they're good investigators, or should I say detectives. But either way, it's always important to maintain a good line of communication, because if you don't, you're just going to have problems mounting over time, and it's only going to make matters worse. So eventually she's going to catch you in that lie, and it's going to be all over for you. Either way, all I suggest is making sure you're honest, sincere, and never lying to her about any of the thing, whether it be a small lie, a big lie. Lying in general is never good. Number 9. Don't make her wait for an answer. Know what your future holds for each other. If you guys have set plans, or you're looking to, get engaged, get married, I would say it's important that you know your priorities. So if you're unsure about even being in a long distance relationship with a Filipina, I would suggest that perhaps it wouldn't be a good idea for you, because you must know what your priorities are, you must know what your goals are, and you must know if this is the person you really want to be with. And let me tell you, it takes a lot of commitment, a lot of patience, and energy to be involved with each other. So bear in mind, you want to make sure that you don't make her wait forever, because there's going to be someone else that comes her way, and it could be another guy in the Philippines, or it could be someone else who actually wants to marry her, and wants to marry her in a period of 6 months to a year or 2 years. So if you were saying, oh, I can't get married, I gotta wait 5-10 years, she's not gonna wait around. So don't keep her waiting. Number 8, this is a biggie, and I think you guys should all know this, but don't flip-flop on answers that you give her. She's going to remember, and I mean this sincerely, Filipinos remember everything. And if you tell her something one day, but then tell her something another day, she'll remember in her head, and she'll say, oh yeah, didn't you tell me this? Because, and then if you say, I did, she's going to remember. So you got to give her, you don't want to agitate her. And it's important to keep your answers straight, be true to yourself, and be true to her. Number 7, don't lecture her about how to live her life. She's an adult. She's a grown woman. Treat her like one. It's important to respect her. It's never a good idea to talk down to her. So never ever talk down to a Filipina, because she's going to kick your butt if you do. It's important to respect her as a woman and treat her as a woman, not as just some plaything. I think the problem with some people who meet people online, they treat them as like, oh, hey, I'm just talking to you for fun, not really taking this seriously. But in all honesty, take them seriously. These people have feelings. So treat them with respect, and don't talk to them as if they're, just a random person you're talking to online. Filipinos are serious about relationships, so keep that in mind. Number 6, don't tell her how to dress. Never ever tell a Filipina how to dress. It's important to respect her as a woman and how she dresses. Granted, it's understandable for guys to be concerned if other men are looking at their girlfriend or significant other, but you have to realize they can take care of themselves. Women from the Philippines, they're very good at, being loyal, being honest, being true to their man. If they want to dress nice, the way they like, respect that. That's their life. Philippines is a hot country, but bear in mind that, they're not kids. Treat them like a woman. Let them dress the way they want. Please keep those tips in mind. Number 4, you want to message her. She's not your plaything. She isn't some person you want to just hook up with. Filipinas are only truly meant to look for someone who will truly love them. Never treat her like a plaything. Have patience. If you have a short, temperament and you don't have patience at all, then long distance relationships aren't for you. Misunderstand her message, and there's a minor language barrier. Granted, most Filipinos, people from the Philippines do speak English, but things can be taken out of context no matter what. So try to explain yourself fully and clearly. So make sure you are clear and concise and tell her what you really feel in the proper words. And number 2, it's your relationship, not anyone else's. Don't let other people influence you and how you handle your relationship problems. Most people in today's world, they may not have experience in long-distance relationships. So sometimes going to them for advice is not always the best thing. They could give you advice that works for maybe someone who, lives in the same country, or, you live close to each other. But how can they explain, or how can they relate to you when it comes to being with someone from another country? That's the biggest problem. And I think if you let other people influence your thought process and how you handle situations, then you're not going to fully understand each other and grow with each other. You really have to form your own conclusions, your own thoughts, and you experience things as you go. It's your relationship, not anyone else's. If you want this relationship to succeed, you have to focus on your beliefs. Don't focus on what other people think about your relationship, because the moment you do that, that's when your relationship could, potentially be in danger. So bear in mind, you're working for each other. You're helping each other. You're growing together. Last but not least, cheating. Cheating is obviously not good in any relationship. The pain, the suffering, it only gets worse. And it only gets worse for her. So know that she has emotions, feelings, and keep that in mind, because one day, if you cheat on that one woman that's loyal to you, that's your everything supposedly, hurt you in the end. And you might have to live with it the rest of your life. So bear in mind, never ever cheat. I'd say being loyal is the biggest thing you can do in a relationship with a Filipina. Cheating on a good person is like throwing away a diamond and picking up a rock. And make sure that you treat her right, and in the end, you'll find true happiness. So remember, guys, Filipinas have a soul, they have a heart, and treat them right. Treat them the way they should be treated. Thank you, guys.